How to create a text brush in Affinity Photo. Go to the File menu and New. Create any size of document. Transparent background is probably the most useful. Click Create. Then go over here to the Tools panel and select Artistic or Frame. I'm going with Artistic. Set your font. I'm going with Arial Black. You can also set the size of font. I'm going to go with 288. And also I want a colour. So I'm just going to go with red and apply. Text brush. And you can resize it, move it around, duplicate it, multiple different things. Apply effects to it and much, much more. The key thing is it's a pixel layer that's been rasterized. That's really important. So if you add some effects, you can always go to layers and you can add effects and much, much more. However, layer and rasterize needs to be pixel. So now you can see there in the layers panel, you've got a pixel layer. With the pixel layer selected, go to the sources panel. You can find that in view menu, studio and sources. Go down to the bottom and there's a little button there. Click that and you will see it added to the sources. You can also resize this document or crop it. Just go over here to the crop tool in the tools panel and just crop. Press return. Now apply effects, filters, blur, box blur, any effect. Click apply. Now I'd suggest resize that slightly. Just make certain you avoid the edge. You don't want any sort of edge there. And exactly the same as before, you can go to the sources panel and down here and click. And that is also added to the sources panel. Here are a few more of my sources. I've got distorted text. You can apply frame text and distort it. Also, just the actual end result, that also can be saved to the sources. Or blurred text, multicolored text, as well as text that's in a long line and also recolored and layer effects added. The clone brush tool in the tools panel needs a layer to work with. So go to layer and new layer if you haven't got a layer already. Select the clone brush tool in the tools panel. Go to the sources and you'll notice these have all got source points or reference points. However, these ones don't. If you apply it, it will not work. So go to this one and double click. Sometimes it will appear, sometimes it won't. Set that point. Go to this one and again, double click, click again. And now all of them have got a source point or reference point. Select a brush. View menu, studio and brushes. Any brushes. I'm going with a spray brush. Set the width, all the various settings, normal blending mode. You can use any other. Global. Also, I'm going to go with not aligned. You can also set rotation and scale. So with that selected, select a source. Click any of these sources as long as it's highlighted and just add your brush stroke. Go to this one and add it again, and that's a distorted one. Go down to the one that you created and add there. And add again. And that's the reason for the not aligned. You can apply the brush stroke, any position, and then you can see it added again. If you decide you want your text applied at a different angle, just change the rotation here. Set it to any angle. And you can see the result. It relies on this center point. If you put it at the top left, the rotation will be around the top left. If you decide you want smaller text, go up here to scale, reduce it down, 34, and then add then. Also, you can go over here and set it to 450 or whatever, and apply and create much bigger text. By default, I'm using normal blending mode. You can use other blending modes, such as difference. to create all kinds of different effects. The design you create can also be captured as a source. Go to the Sources panel, down here, and just click. With the clone brush selected, go to the Sources and define a source point. Double click. I'm going to add it to the center and now apply. Millions and millions of different designs can be created using the text brush effect. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. Thank you much.